Okay, guys, so tonight dinner might be a little weird, but I'm making do with what I found in my kitchen and what's easy because I'm not really in the mood to cook an elaborate dinner. So I have one sweet potato left in the basket. I have some baby carrots in the fridge. I have this piece of onion, so some frozen shrimp in the freezer. And I could make rice or pasta or something, but because I have the potato and the carrots that I need to use up, I'm gonna make this box of dairy-free diet. It's like a vegan box, Alfredo style pasta. So I'm gonna make the pasta. I'm gonna make the shrimp with garlic and olive oil, all delicious. And then I'm either gonna mix it together or I'm gonna serve it on the side. So it'll be shrimp, some pasta, and some roasted veggies in the oven. We'll see. I'm gonna figure it out as I go along. But this is what I have to make dinner with. Okay, so I have the shrimp defrosting under cold water. So while the shrimp is defrosting, I am just gonna cut up this sweet potato. And I'm just gonna put it on a baking sheet with olive oil, garlic, salt, pepper, and I'm just gonna roast them in the oven at 400 with the onion and the carrots. So I'm gonna cut up the sweet potato and I'm gonna do the baby carrots whole. Okay. Just like that. Just try to do it as evenly as possible. Okay, so I have my baking sheet here. And I'm gonna throw the carrots on there. Okay, chop up the onion. I want to do big chunks of the onion because they're not going to take as long to roast as the potato and carrot. So, and that's it. Now, I have the onion and the potatoes and the carrots on here. Pink Himalayan sea salt, or pink Himalayan salt. And I'm going to sprinkle it all over. Nice. You want this to have a lot of flavor. And then I'm going to do some olive oil. This is extra virgin olive oil. I could just dip bread in olive oil and black pepper. It's just so good. And some black pepper. Black pepper. And now I'm going to cut up some garlic. So I had this garlic that was about to go bad because I bought a big container of it. So I popped the container in the freezer. So I just put it on the counter and defrosted it. And now I'm just gonna, so it looks weird, but that's because it was frozen. So I'm just gonna mince it up. Okay, so I just minced up the garlic with a knife and I put it on here. So now I'm just gonna mix this all up because I want all the vegetables to get coated in the olive oil because that's gonna help them get nice and browned and crispy. And the onions are gonna get crispy on the edges, super good. And the potatoes and carrots are just gonna get nicely roasted and browned and super flavorful. Okay, so I'm gonna put these in the oven at 450 for 30 minutes. Okay, so the shrimp are completely defrosted. And these are deveined and deshelled already, but they still have the tails on them. And it's just easier to eat them if they don't have a tail. But if you're inviting somebody over for dinner and you're having company, then you can leave the tail on. It looks a little fancier. But right now, I just want simple. So I'm just taking the tails off, and it's just easier to eat them with no tail. And these literally defrosted in cold water in a matter of 15 minutes. Done. I just let the water trickle over them. I used to work when I was a teenager, I used to work at a grocery store after after school and on weekends, mostly as a cashier, but sometimes they would put me on in other departments that needed help. So sometimes I'd be in the deli, or sometimes I'd be dipping strawberries in chocolate by the front door as customers came in. And sometimes I would be in the seafood department, and this is how they defrosted the shrimp. They would just run the shrimp under cold water, and then they would make shrimp rings to put out for sale. So that's how I do it now. I defrost my shrimp under cold water. Okay, so the shrimp are all peeled, and now I'm going to pat them dry. Okay, so all these shrimp, I took the tails off, and now I just put them on a paper towel, and I'm just going to pat them dry because I'm going to season them with a little salt and pepper, and then I'm going to get them in the pan with the oil. Voila. So I have that pepper mill, and I have regular pepper in it because I didn't have peppercorns. And my mother-in-law just got me these containers of peppercorns, but I haven't transferred them over yet. I'm going to. I just want to finish up the pepper I have in there because I don't have the jar that it came in. Okay, so I'm going to set these aside. Okay, so I just minced up about 7 cloves of garlic, and I have this lemon. I bought these lemons, and they are terrible. Look at that. Look how dried up and crusty that lemon is. What a shame. All right, let me try another one. Okay, so I have about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in the pan, and I put 3 cloves of garlic. Okay, so I have the garlic. The garlic cooked for just a minute or 2. I don't want it to burn. So now I'm going to put in the shrimp, just like that. And I already seasoned these with salt and pepper. I'm going to let the shrimp cook up a little bit. I'm going to even them out so they cook evenly. These cook really fast. You don't want them to get overcooked or they'll get rubbery. I'm going to put a little bit more olive oil in there. Another tablespoon of olive oil. And once these start to turn pink, I'm going to turn them, and then I'm going to squeeze some fresh lemon juice right over the top. And some parsley. Okay, these are already starting to turn pink. So, I'm going to start flipping them. She smells so good. I smell it. It smells like I'm at an Italian restaurant or a Spanish or Portuguese restaurant where they do the garlic shrimp. Oh, it smells so good. So good. All right. So now I just flip these. And now I have half a lemon. Squeezing it right over the top. And these lemons are not very good. One of them I cut it open and it was completely dry. And this one is pretty dry, so I'm doing the whole lemon. But if you have nice juicy lemons, then you're going to want to do half. But these lemons are terrible. I have some fresh parsley. And that's it. These are done. They smell so yummy. Now, if you want to give this a little bit of a kick, you can put some red pepper flake in here. And tonight, since the kids are not eating this, I think I might do just that. Just a little bit. Just like that. All right, turn this off. All right, so I just turned this off. And I'm going to start plating up dinner. Look how good those look. Nothing better than a nice garlicky shrimp. If I had some white wine, which I don't, I would have poured that in here with the lemon juice and let this cook just for a few seconds to burn off the alcohol. But that would have been so good. Okay guys, so I just took these out of the oven, and as you can see, they're nicely browned. Look at this, fork tender. They're perfect, okay? Perfect. The onions are soft. The carrots are nicely roasted. These are perfect. Some of them got a little toasty like this, but that's okay because I actually prefer it like that. Delicious. So these are gonna be delicious. So this was 400 for 25, 30 minutes. I left them in there for 30 because you see that nice toastiness right there, that brown, that's what I like. I love the toastiness. Okay, so I'm gonna plate this up now. Okay guys, dinner is served. We have the brown rice vegan Alfredo pasta. We have the garlic pan-seared shrimp over the pasta. And we have the roasted sweet potatoes, carrots, and onions with garlic and olive oil in the oven. And that's it. Kind of just looked around, see what I had, and put something together. And maybe this would normally not go together, but just think of it as if you went to the buffet and picked up a bunch of stuff that you actually like and put it on a plate. Well, that's what this is. A bunch of stuff that's delicious on one plate. And that's it. Thanks for watching.